Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Sin on the Chat. This is your girl Sin. All right, I hope everyone is doing okay today. Hope everyone is healthy. The weather is getting warmer. The sun's out, buns out, it's bright. You know what I mean? Everybody, I hope everyone's feeling good. I know I am. Things look like they're getting a little bit better. Cases of the CV are going down. All right, states are gradually reopening, and I hope that in the process of reopening and us slowly getting back to semi-normal, I hope that everyone just exercises good judgment and doesn't just go out there full swing and just forget and act like this thing never happened. So I hope that everyone is taking the proper precautions and being wise when going back out there. But it is nice to have, nicer weather and to be able to walk and go, just walk outside, go into stores and kind of interact with other people, because that's what we are. We are very social beings and we need that. So this is why I have this channel, because I like to talk, I like to interact with other people. And so, yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Well, anyway, so today I want to get into a couple of different things, all right? Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. There's no reason not to. Why not? Look out for me. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, let me know your thoughts, all right? And I will respond. I always respond back. So today I want to talk about messy Meek Mill. Okay? Also known as Twitter fingers, okay? He is always landing himself in the hot seat for the things that he tweets and writes on Instagram and things like that, okay? So twice this week, he has been called out for a couple of his social media posts or responses. All right, the first one was, the Shade Room actually pointed this out. He was under singer Paloma Ford's IG post where she was posting up in a spa, and he was under her post saying, you're making my spot chill, you're making my spot hot, something along the line. Now, in Meek's defense, right, lingo tends to change depending on where you're at. So some people speak differently, and some things you say may have a different meaning elsewhere, or people may not understand, so they'll just jump to conclusions about what you mean when you say certain things, when you're talking in slang or whatever. But it's clear, like, I'm from New York and PA, we're all like right there, Connecticut, Jersey, so we all kind of understand each other. Clearly he was saying, like, she's posting up a spot that he frequents, and like, don't put other people onto it. Like, don't put the masses onto that spot, right? Because like a lot of celebs, they like to enjoy their anonymity, like, and some privacy, right? So if there's a spot that they like, they may not want to share that with other people because they're afraid that, a lot of people will start going there and then their spot is blown up. Now the shit's hot. Now they don't really want to go there like that, or they can't because they're not going to be able to relax or enjoy it in private, So that's what he clearly meant by that, right? If you're from Philly, or if you're from PA, New York, Jersey, Connecticut, you know what that meant. Other people dragged him. They were like, oh, Meek, you got a girlfriend that's pregnant. You know what I mean? He really didn't mean any harm by it. But he doesn't help his case, because then today the Shade Room just posted up something that he retweeted. Okay, so a guy tweeted out, every guy has ugly bodies, ugly girls, unattractive girls that they're ashamed of. Meek saw that, retweeted it, and said, I got bad ones that I'm ashamed of. Now see here, this is the thing, right? Now you may be thinking, like, what's so wrong? What's wrong with that? He didn't really do anything shady. This is the thing, right? If you are in a relationship with someone, You don't want them constantly referring back to their past. It's like, it signifies that you're not completely done with your exes, right? Like, if I'm with you, stop referring to your exes. Like, let that shit go. Because I'm going to question whether or not you are over them. All right? You're not going to continue to talk about somebody that you're not over. All right? And of course, everybody automatically goes to Nikki when he talks about bad ones. The only two girls that we all pretty much, well, that I can remember, that we knew he was involved with was Nikki and the other girl there with the jewelry line, rich girls, Nessa, whatever her name is, right? The girl that used to be with Sugar J. Those are the only two girls that I could think of that he's been with publicly. Okay. So, but automatically, Nikki's the celeb, Nikki's the known one. They've had the most public relationship, and they just had all this drama not that long ago when they were going to fight. Meek was arguing with her man and going back and forth with her online. Like, all of these things add up. And I know, like, Milano must be like, dude, what the hell, you know? It's just not a good look. Like, if you with me, leave your past in the past. If you can't do that, then I'm going to let you know, listen, bruh, I think you may need some time. Maybe you need some wounds to heal. You know, you need to figure that out. This is going to work with us. You know, you have to be completely over your past. Like, I'm good on that. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this. Like, how would you feel if your man kept referring to his past relationships? Or if your man and your girl kept referring to her past relationships? Isn't that going to make you feel some type of way? Let me know your thoughts. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys see it differently, but that's how I would look at it. Also, I don't know. I want to mention this real quick. It's kind of relevant to what we're talking about with Meek and Milano. They give me, like, I like her. I think she is a sweetheart. I've said that before in prior videos. Like, I really, really like Milano. She gives off good vibes. She looks like she's a sweet girl, and like she's positive, and like she just gives off really, really good vibes. And I think she's so pretty, and I think she's cute. She obviously got her shit together. She got her own line and things like that. I think that they give me more like BFF vibes. They give me more like friend vibes. And I think that that's because they were friends for so long prior to being in relationships. Like, you guys have to remember, Milano was in the picture. She was always his friend because she's from Philly too. She was always his friend. And she was always in the picture when Meek was with Nikki, when Meek was with Nessa. She was always there. All right. And they would show her love to the girlfriends. Nessa has posed in Milano's clothing. I think I saw Nikki in pictures with Milano and things like that. I think Nikki showed us some love too, or they were following each other, something along the lines. And so she's always been a friend, and that happens. And sometimes that turns out to be the best relationships. A lot of times it does when you're friends with someone and then it forms into a relationship because you guys have known each other so well, right? But they give me, when I see them, they give me like that friend vibe. I don't really see like the intimacy, and it could be because, you know, they want to keep that part private, which is cool. But I'm just saying that that's what I see. Those are the vibes that I get. As opposed to when you see, and I hate to always compare it to Meek and Nick, but they were the most public. When you see, or let's just say other couples that you see out in the public, you see like that intimacy. You see like that hint of like sexual like chemistry or attraction between them two. And I don't really see that with them too. But, you know, if it works, it works. But I don't know. I just see some red flags with Meek Mill constantly referring back to his past. All right. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right. But in other news, okay, this is something that is dear to my heart. This is something that I really enjoy and I've been into my entire life. You guys are probably going to look at me like, yo, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, this girl's bugging. But I don't care. I'm going to talk about the things that I want to talk about, all right? And this is one of those things. If y'all feel me on this, I really, really would appreciate if y'all comment below on this subject, all right? If y'all, whether you think it's crazy, whether you think it's bogus, whether you guys agree with me, whether you guys have any opinion on it, I want to know. I really, really want to hear what you guys have to say about this, all right? So if you guys did not hear, the U.S., well, the Pentagon specifically, recently declassified some videos that were circulating on the net about of UFOs. Okay, so what this means is the government, our U.S. government, is finally disclosing some information that they have about UFOs. Okay, which solidifies their authenticity. Like, these things do exist. Okay, now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not one for conspiracy theories at all. Like, I'm really, like, I'm in the gray, but like, I'm logical. Like, there are a lot of channels that talk really, really crazy shit. I'm not one of those people, but this is just logic to me. As you can see right here, I have a telescope. This is a recent purchase of mine. Like, I've always been fascinated with space and things like that. I like to stargaze. I like to look at Venus and Saturn and other planets and things like that. Like, it is just fascinating to me. Fascinating. So I want to get into this declassification of these videos, right? Now, I have a problem with this, and I'm going to tell you guys why. These videos have been floating around for, I think, since 2017, they said. I remember when these videos came about. I remember watching them. I watch every video that I think is real, you know, that has some validity to it. I watch them all. I'm familiar with all of them. The crazy ones, the bullshit, CGI images, no. Those crazy videos people show, no. Like, not BS like that. But like videos that come from like, or recordings that are released from like the FAA or servicemen, those are valid, because you have people that are in the Army, people that are in the Navy, Marines, things like that, that are speaking about what they're actually witnessing. These are credible people, right? And you hear them speaking unedited. It's raw. They're talking about what they're seeing in real time, right? So you can't really, like, you can't make that shit up, right? So these videos, for them, all 2 or 3 of these videos, you hear Navy pilots speaking like in awe about what they're seeing. They're seeing an object moving in front of them so rapidly and in ways that they cannot explain. You know, these are pilots and servicemen that are familiar with aircrafts and technology and that sort of machinery, so they know what the U.S. is capable of, like what their machines are capable of, and or their aircrafts are capable of, and what they're not capable of. So when they're looking at these UFOs, they're also referring to them as unidentified aerial phenomena, because I think there is like there's a negative connotation attached to UFOs. I think when you hear UFOs, people think of like crazy, like, you know, Hollywood movies and Armageddon, or, you know, things like that, like crazy, like other things that are not real, you know, that are based in fantasy. So they decide, they refer to them now as unidentified aerial phenomena. And so when but I'll just call them UFOs. When they are looking at these UFOs, they're seeing that they're moving rapidly, they're bouncing like a ping pong, and like, they're just like, what the fuck is this? Okay. This is my problem with that. These videos have been floating around for years. Them declassifying it is saying, yeah, it's lending some validity to it. It's saying like, yes, these are real, we're aware, and we don't mind confirming that these are valid, because it's not going to pose a threat to any sensitive information that we may have in regards to our investigations into these matters, which also says that they have been investigating UFOs, right? Which also lends it some credibility, right? These are things that we have known for decades, right? I've always believed in it because there is no way, if you are familiar with space and what is out there, there is no way that we have trillions of galaxies, okay? Within every galaxy, there are billions and billions of stars and planets and everything else. And so there are trillions of these, right? So you can't tell me that there aren't other, beings in this, in this universe, right? The universe is infinite. So you'd have to be pretty simple-minded to believe that we're just the only ones, right? So anyway, I would like for them to come out and say, look, this is what's going on. Just give us a little bit more information. And I understand that they don't want people to panic and things like that, but I would like a little bit more information from them. I would like to know a little bit more about what's going on behind the scenes. That's all. They just declassified things that were already out there, that people were already speculating on, which is cool. Okay, cool. But I feel like they're just giving us little crumbs. Like, I want it all. I want it all. I understand they can't give it to us more, okay? Because I'm like a fiend when it comes to that stuff. I just want a little bit more. That's it. So if this gets out to the Pentagon, the government, give us a little bit more. All right. We're dealing with the CV right now, which is some crazy shit. I think we can handle a little bit more on this subject. I think we'll be fine. All right. What are your thoughts on this? If you guys didn't see the video, I'll post up a little clip. But let me know what you think. And also, I would like to mention that these videos were sent to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Blink 182. It was like an alternative rock band, and Tom DeLonge from Blink 182, he had formed this company where they do all of these studies on UFOs. Like, he is diehard into it too. And so his next chapter after his life as a musician has been dedicated to these studies and these finds and things like that. And somebody who had access to these videos when they were taken and these recordings sent them to him, and he's the one that actually put it out. He got a lot of traction when he went on to Joe Rogan's show and spoke about it, and he put them out. And so I feel like now that the Pentagon is slowly they're speaking about it now, they're coming out saying, giving us crumbs, it's because there's pressure from these independent groups like the one that Tom DeLonge co-founded, and they feel compelled to say something because there's so much compelling evidence out there that they have to say something, right? So that's my take on it. I just wish that they would be a little bit more forthcoming. That's all. All right. If you guys have any opinions on this whatsoever, please comment. I want to hear from you. All right. I am really interested in what you have to say. Like this video, subscribe. I'm going to make another video later about some ratchet shit, whatever. And I'm out.